Okay, so this is starting to catch fire a little here. So after the Lanterns trailer came out the other day, check out my reaction after this. A lot of fans were unhappy. Very, 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 very unhappy. They had issues with the two Green Lanterns apparently being able to share the ring. They didn't like that. They didn't like that Hal Jordan is seemingly going to die in the series and be replaced by Jon Stewart. They did not like that they're portraying both of them kind of like a-holes. They do not like the fact that the Green Lantern suit is hanging in a closet when it's really a construct of the ring. Now, I've told you before, there are certain liberties that you can take with comic book heroes and villains stories. You know, whether you're doing it in a video game to another comic book, to TV, to movies. Okay, one really good example of that is Hugh Jackman's Wolverine. He's Wolverine in almost every aspect, except for he's too tall, but he still ended up working out. I worked out pretty good for The Dark Knight, even though I'm not really the Joker. I paint my face. I wasn't changed through chemicals, anything like that. You know, stuff like that. You know, there's certain things, certain changes you can make, and they will still work. But right now, the fans are pissed off. And they're pissed off at Lindelof. And from what I hear, he's catching hell all over social media. I do not suggest or tell or encourage people to ever attack other people on social media. Leave him alone. He said what he said, but apparently this is drawing some issues and making people think, well, okay, if he's saying this, then maybe that's the reason why so many things were amiss that Rhyme Dang Play the Game Bars in the trailer. Get it? Okay. So here it is. This is the clip that's going around social media that's pissing people off.
So, you just announced a Green Lantern show. It's called Lanterns because we all agreed that the green was stupid. So,
right.
So now it's just lanterns.
So that's that right there is pissing people off. Okay? Angry. They do not like that. They are called, that's like calling Superman movie Man, because we all agreed that the super was stupid. It's the Green Lantern. It's the Superman, the Batman. You get what I'm saying? Like, these are the characters. So one thing I know is comic book fans. Okay, we may not agree all the time, but for you to call like the first part of that very popular name, the Green Lantern. Everyone knows it's the Green Lantern. It's not the Lantern. To call it stupid, the fans, you're gonna piss fans off. Okay, you just, it's going to happen. So maybe that's why it's called Lanterns and we didn't see much green in the trailer. So that's making people mad. And then I think this other part is too.
So, Green Lantern, the Lantern. So you can make anything you can imagine. That if you have this magical ring,
right?
Yes, and the fights are still close.
Yes. So that's pissing people off because they're like, look, it's not magical. Now I always did feel it was tech. I was like, isn't it like a technology? I know some people would consider magic a technology, but you know, like thinking that it was a science-based technology, not occult magic. You know, that type of thing, spiritual. So I went to look it up to make sure. And this is what Google's AI spit out for me. It says here that generally the standard Green Lantern ring is not considered magic, but rather highly advanced technology powered by willpower. It is officially described as magitech, which I tell you the truth, if someone is searching and they hear something called magitech, they would think it was partly magic. But it says a magitech device that blends science with cosmic energy. However, the original Golden Age Green Lantern wielded a truly magical ring. So is he confusing that? Possibly. You know what I mean? I don't know. But man, people are mad. Here's what I say. I know that has made you guys angry. I know it has. I know how you guys are. Here's what I say. Just wait for it to come out. We've already said what we had to say about the trailer. Wait till it comes out. And then, after it speaks for itself, I guess you guys can do your video essay on why exactly it didn't work. And I'm sure you guys will have a lot on why it didn't work. I do have a bad feeling about the series, though, just from the trailer. The trailer is supposed to get you ready. The trailer is supposed to sell you on watching the series. I never believe anyone that says, well, why don't you watch it first? Listen, that's what commercials are for. They're supposed to get you to buy something. They're supposed to get you to either test drive the car, all right, buy the video game, the game system, the shoes, the shirt, the sneakers, the pots and pans, no matter what it is. If your marketing is not good enough, you can't expect people to just willy-nilly give you their time no matter what. And sometimes it is a situation like where it's like, look, they really did bad with the marketing, but the movie's really good. The series is really good. Or, yo, you never heard of that? Yo, try the sneakers. They don't got much commercials at all. But trust me, these sneakers they're like heaven when you put them on. You know what I'm saying? There are situations like that. But I don't think that movies or television shows should be that. I don't think video games should be that. Because once you buy, you can't really return. At least not on every platform. And you know what I mean. Once you buy that movie ticket, you know what I'm saying? No. So, I understand the fans, and I ain't saying they're wrong. I'm just not for attacking anybody, but give your truthful, honest reviews, just like I do. When it comes out, I'm going to let you know what I feel, but I don't feel good because there's a few things that everyone's talking about. Plus, it seems like they're going to modern audience it up too. So, people are already pointing out certain things, and it's business as usual. The stuff that has made people walk away from Disney, Marvel, DC, and everything else around, So post comments down below. Let me know what you all think. If you enjoyed my thoughts on it, hit the like button, subscribe, and share.